This is Joyce, the voice of Joyce, and I'm going to speak today about entrepreneurs. I know that entrepreneurs are made, they're not born. In 2002, I wasn't so sure. I was convinced that entrepreneurs were born. I thought I was special. I was an entrepreneur. I took over a bankrupt company, and I thought that this was a unique skill. It turns out it's not so unique. You just have to be flexible, and you have to trust in yourself. And that is a big ask. To trust in yourself when you don't think you have the credentials, when you don't think you have the educational experience, but you know that you've got life experiences that you can then convert to jobs. Jobs for yourself and jobs for others. I've seen it happen. I watched it on Road Trip Nation, a documentary put out by Wayne State University, Singularity University, and the Fulcrum Conference in conjunction with PBS, with 3 young people, and one not so young, one in her 60s, who had worked with horses all her life and thought, oh my God, what am I going to do? This new economy is going to leave me behind. Turns out that wasn't true. After 21 days of crisscrossing our nation, she was able to look at computers in a totally different way. She didn't see them as the desktop that I have. She saw them as robots and artificial intelligence, and they were building systems and devices, and she was hooked. The young woman who didn't have any credentials and who was scared to determine her own future found out from other people that she met along the way that they too were in the same boat. And what they did is they got themselves certificates so that they could counsel others. And this young woman wound up doing the same. And now she works for the government of Detroit and with foundations, and she gets jobs for people and works with kids in apprenticeships. She's literally fulfilling her dream. And that's what it's all about. Giving yourself the agency to use your own skills so that you can develop the next wave of jobs for all of us, or even just for your community. I recently read in the New York Times about 2 young people who were left without family, and one brother was going to be responsible for his autistic brother. I had no idea that at the age of 22, there is no more education for people on the autism spectrum, and there are no more social services. So for them, it's literally falling off a cliff. Knowing that he was responsible for his autistic brother, this young man thought about what could he do. And instead of thinking about himself, he thought about his brother and the skills that they both possessed. And they're techies. So he developed a business, coordinated with 20 tech companies, not only got his brother a job with one of the tech companies, but got 75 other people who are on the autism scale jobs as well. He now has a waiting list of 1,100 applicants, which I think is pretty amazing, because anyone then can have a job if they're really looking. And if it doesn't exist, you just have to convince others that you're the one to fulfill their needs. And there are going to be a lot of needs. As people, we're being forced all the time into becoming entrepreneurs. Whether we like it or not, many of us have been left high and dry by the corporate world. There are no jobs for us, but yet we're skilled. And so what we need is to have the faith in ourselves to move forward with those skills and develop something for the communities and for ourselves so that we can all move forward and thrive. All you've got to do is give yourself the permission to take the risk to use the skills that you have. If you think you need certificates, get the certificates. If you think you need to partner with foundations or with government, do so. Give yourself the agency. Don't think about it. Act. And I think that if we do this, we will overtake corporate America and its fear of uncertainty. Because I've been told that at this point in our evolution, we could probably take over the entire electric grid or dissociate ourselves from the electric grid. So if large corporations are not responsive to our needs, they'll be out, and we will have developed a parallel culture that will exist within our own communities, and then when we're lucky, we can scale it up and link across America. Why large corporations and Congress and legislators are so scared? It seems to me that they're too scared to take the risk. They don't want to get out of the business of whatever they're in. It's made them very comfortable. It's producing a lot of money for them, but it's at our expense. We're not able to survive if they keep insisting upon doing business as usual. We can't have it. We need renewable energy. We need those folks like Henry Ford, like Alva Edison, like Bell, like Roosevelt, Teddy, and FDR, and Eisenhower, people with vision who knew that our country could rise to the occasion and develop the industries that were necessary for our survival. May not have been perfect. To this day, we're still criticizing Robert Moses, but he did give us the basis of a transportation system that has survived over 100 years. Now it's time for us to do something more. And we have it. We have the American spirit. We are what we believe of ourselves. We've always had that can-do spirit. And what's happening on our planet today gives us the opportunity to believe in ourselves and move forward. And not only move forward, but move forward and thrive. Thank you for listening. I hope you had an interesting experience. I know Thanksgiving is coming up, And I want to wish everyone a happy and healthy holiday. And if you'd like to get in touch with me, you've got the website, thevoiceofjoyce.me, or contact me at my email address, thevoiceofjoyce@earthlink.net. I'd love to hear from you, and I will look up any topic or issue that concerns you. So take care of everyone, and have a great day.